What's good, YouTube? It's the Sports Guru, and today we're going to be bringing the Dallas Mavericks out of real life and putting them into NBA 2K18. We're going to be rebuilding them, and as a Mavs fan, I think I can give you a better perspective than a lot of people probably can. And what I mean by that is a lot of people have already made videos on the Dallas Mavericks rebuilding them, but a lot of them are they're putting out videos with an outsider's perspective, not really knowing what the Mavericks are about or what the players are about. But I'm going to be giving you an insider's perspective. Sorry, I have speaking problems sometimes. I'm a little dumb, okay? I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm a little dumb, but look, we're gonna have fun with this. I can't wait to see what we can do with the team, what it could pop up new ideas for me to see what potentially could go down in the future maybe, or what really probably won't go down, but knowing the Mavericks. But let's go ahead and hop into it. Let's go ahead and show off the starting lineup. But before we do that, actually, let me mention Ryan Broekhoff and Ray Spalding will not be on this roster. I've gone through so many rosters. I didn't want to edit them because I would probably be biased and boost their rating up to like 75 or something, not knowing that Broekhoff would even make the roster, even though I think he would. Ray Spalding signed a 4-year contract, but I just didn't want to start from scratch. I didn't want to mess it up. But we're going to go ahead and kick it off with this roster. We did add Anthony Morrow and Isaiah Cannon to the bench with Kostas Antetokounmpo, who is here also. But we're going to have fun with this. We're going to go ahead and start off by looking at their lineup. I've already made this lineup here. I believe, of course, not even a believe, it's going to happen. Dennis Smith Jr. starting at point guard, of course, a corner piece player. Wesley Matthews at shooting guard. Doncic at small forward, which you see they're both shooting guards. Basically, whoever the best matchup is, Wesley Matthews will be guarding him over Doncic. So 2 or 3 really doesn't matter. You're just really switching them back and forth, whatever the matchup is that night. Harrison Barnes back at the 4, even though the Dallas Mavericks really wanted to place him back at the 3, and he also wanted to go back to the 3. But for the Dallas Mavericks' sake, this is the best winning option, the starting lineup right here at DeAndre Jordan at center. Let's go ahead and look at the bench. 6-man JJ Redick, who I absolutely love. He brings a great spark off the bench. Even though he's really small and we have a lot of small point guards, I think he can do a lot of things that, you know, he's a very valuable backup. Let me put it like that. He can have nights where he can score 20 points per game and drop 10 assists. Very good in the pick and roll. He loves him some Dwight Powell, which will be on the bench with him also. Dirk most likely will be moving to the bench with him also. Since we signed DeAndre Jordan, you cannot expect Dirk to be playing the 4 for most of the game. Unless he does start at the 4, then he comes out within the first few minutes, which is a real strong possibility, and Harrison Barnes moves to the 4, and West comes in at the 2. Something like that. So then you re-sign Salah Mejri to a 1-year deal, which I absolutely love Salah. I love the energy he brings. You know, he does all the Dikembe Mutombo swats, and you know, he's just a cool dude. I love me some Salah Mejri. You know, he's just a great rim protector. That's pretty much what his role is, a rim protector and rebounder. I think he's way more valuable than people view him as. He's a very good spark off the bench. And of course, the rookie, Jalen Brunson, who I think will have a slight immediate impact. I still think he needs to, from watching the Summer League, you know, get used to NBA range. The 3 wasn't looking too good. He was short on a lot of shots, but he runs the pick and roll really well. We saw his vision. We saw flashes of what he could be as like a 6-man eventually for the Mavs or something like that. And this is where we start getting a little weak. And I don't expect us to do much through the first season, because this will be a multi-episode thing until the Mavs get their first ring. And as long as Golden State has 5 superstar all-star players, we're not going to be getting a ring, okay? I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to put that out there. But we're going to try to improve. This is our biggest weakness. We lost Doug McDermott in free agency, so Dorian Finney-Smith is our backup wing, which is not too good because he's a one-sided player, does not have much offense. We have Kostas. He probably won't be getting many minutes, but he will be on the bench. I probably should have signed him to the G League, to be honest. Isaiah Cannon will also be on the reserves, and as long as Anthony Morrow, so a sharpshooter there. So I like the lineup. I don't think we'll be too hot. We're not going to start off too hot, but let's go ahead and start simming some games. You know, we're probably going to sim through the first month, then we'll see what happens here. So yeah, guys, I'm going to catch you here in a sec. Alright, so we took a big hit here, even though we started off hot. We're 7-3. Dennis Smith Jr. has, I believe, an ankle sprain, and he's going to be out 1 to 2 weeks, so we're going to have to replace him. JJ, I totally expect him to come in and make a big difference early, but we're going to see what Brunson does. So this is going to be an interesting thing to see what goes on with his development. Let's go ahead and bump Brunson up. Who cares? He's going to the same minutes. 6-man. I don't know how many minutes we should give him, but we'll probably end up dragging. This is tough right here. Maybe we just go ahead and put out Kostas or something like that. We're going to go ahead and bump up Finney's minutes. give Costas maybe a good 5, 6, 7 minutes just to see what happens. You know, just get testing waters. You know, we don't expect much to compete this much this year, but let's go ahead. I don't want JJ's hammies to start hurting again, but I'll go ahead and add 2 more minutes to him. It don't hurt. Nah, just add 1 more. Okay, so we're going to see what happens. We're going to still sim until this Milwaukee Bucks game, so I'll be right back. All right, so some bad news here. Dennis, ever since Dennis got hurt and we put JJ in the lineup and we had to bump Jalen Brunson up after the New Orleans Pelican game, I believe, we've been on a 7-game losing streak, so that's not looking too hot. But we got him back now. We got him back before the Minnesota game, actually. We lost our last 2 games, but we're going to go ahead and look at the player stats. What's going on through the first month, because we started off really nice. Barnes is still averaging 19 points per game, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, looking like he's doing his thing. 48% from the field, 35% from 3. He's solid as usual. Dennis has bumped up his numbers from last year. 5 assists, 2 rebounds, pretty much. 44% from the field, 34% from 3, so he's really improving. He's playing solid. Luka's having a solid rookie year. I like this. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 15 points per game. Also, 42% from the field, which that will probably be higher in real life. 37% from 3, which is really good for a rookie. And DeAndre Jordan's pretty much doing his thing. I'd like to see those rebounds get higher. Wesley's averaging around 9 points per game. Let's see what he's shooting from 3. Oh, that field goal percentage. Come on, Wes. Oh my God. What the hell? 23% from 3, bro? Like, you're Wesley Matthews. This is what you do. And you attempt the most on the team, bro. Come on now. That's hurting us bad right now. Dirk's doing solid off the bench, getting 8 and 3. Almost 2 assists per game also. 55% from the field. Really nice for Dirk. 40% from 3, being very solid. Pals has a solid 7 off the bench. Probably running some nice pick and rolls with JJ. 47% from the field. That needs to be higher. 25% from 3. Never really expected him to improve on that. Brunson has 4 points per game. That's kind of realistic for real life, I would think. 35% from the field. 31% from 3. Does need to adjust to that range. Salah hasn't been getting that many minutes, but Dorian, 2.5 points per game. This is interesting because we might have to make an early trade for some, wing depth or something like that. I feel like our starting lineup is doing solid from looking at the numbers. I got Costas in there a little bit. I didn't play much though, so we're gonna see what happens here. We're probably gonna sim a little bit more, but yeah, let's go ahead and start simming again. All right, so we have simmed another month. We're 11 and 20. Things have not gotten much better, even though we're on a 2-game win streak. At least the fans are interested. 91.4% after starting like 60%, I believe, earlier. But we're going to definitely be looking for a trade here soon. We might be pulling the trigger before the All-Star break on a wing, but it's kind of hard with the cap situation. I've been kind of looking at some things. Maybe a Justice Winslow would be nice, to bring in a pretty solid shooter from 3, what he's been looking like so far in 2K. I'm not sure what we're going to do here. Maybe we could just, let's see what's going on. I want to see if things are keeping up. Player stats this season. Can we see what's going on recently? As Steve, okay. Yeah, Dwight Powell's been hurt a little bit, so he's still been playing, though. He's been playing with a hip injury, so he's had that for a few weeks now. Harrison Barnes still doing his thing. Dennis has bumped up to 18. Doncic has dropped a little bit. See what the field goal percentage is. We need to see if West just kind of came up. Woo! We might be trying to make a trade right now for West. I don't know what kind of team's going to be valuing 36% from the field, 27% from the 3. But we're definitely going to try to figure it out here, because that's not looking too hot. JJ's doing his thing, though. 42% from the field, okay. 39% from 3. 3-point percentages have not been bad from everybody else. It's just really been the main guy you would expect Dallas to be able to hit 3s is Wes, and he's really been horrible. Let's see if Brunson's bumped up a little bit. Now he's dropped a little bit. Okay, so this year is not looking too great, to be honest. Even though DeAndre Jordan's kind of getting back up to those numbers, he's almost around 13 or 14 rebounds per game. I don't know what we're going to do with him. I really would like to get Wes off this contract right now. Maybe we can get some value out of him instead of just letting him walk. But let's go ahead and look at some trades. All right, here we are looking at some trade offers for Wesley Matthews. And the first option actually here from the Sixers, which I'd be really interested in, is JJ Redick. They're both pretty much expiring. I'm not sure what Redick would be like. I hope he's not looking for like 20 million like he was with the Sixers, but that's actually not a bad trade at all. Let's see what Redick is doing this year. 18 points per game. Okay. Solid. 3-point percentage is solid. Okay, so he's doing something that Wes isn't. You know, he's got freaking like 10+ percentage on him in 3-point shots. So, Robin Lopez, J.R. Smith, I'm going to pass on that one. What is he doing this year? Not good at all, by any means. Gortat, also, I wouldn't rule out us, you know, maybe getting a power forward and going back to more of a, since we're going to be possibly getting rid of Wes, maybe we go out and get ourselves maybe like, see, that's not bad, but I want somebody more with more of a future. Even Michael Beasley wouldn't be bad. This is a tough one, Thaddeus, with a solid contract. But the first one I saw, I really liked. I was a big fan of that. Danny Green would be solid. There's some solid players out here, but I would not mind getting this deal done with their Seth Curry. We could go get that boy back. Oh, man, that'd be nice. Iguodala's got him a fat contract for 2 more years. Okay. Troy Brown. That's some young talent to bring right away. Looks like Dallas really wants to get it going now. I think this is a good deal for both teams. Redick, I don't mind giving up a second round protected. No problem with that. So let's go ahead and make this deal. I'll take JJ Redick. Let's go. So we got ourselves a deal. Let's go ahead and look at the lineup. See what we're gonna do here. 11 and 20, man. I want to finish better than that. Okay. Lineup. I'm tripping, boys. Okay. So lineup. Okay, everybody's getting tired around here. I don't care your play. So they put Dirk back in now. I don't know why that just happened, but let's go ahead and put the lineup out here. Since Wes is gone, they did that. JJ's not in no more. Why would they automatically adjust my lineup like that? So now we got JJ Redick in the lineup. We do lose a little bit of defense, but we gained a lot of offense. So I'm interested to see what happens here. Let's go ahead and see what we got on the schedule here. Pistons, Heat, Hawks, Toronto. Okay, we're going to probably send this one up. I don't want to say too far to the All-Star break, but okay, so December 20th, the next game. We'll go to January 31st. Let's go January 31st. We're going to send to there. Unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable, dude. You got to be kidding me. This just pops up on my screen. JJ Redick. Left arm hairline fracture, 4 to 6 weeks. After we just start winning again, as you can see, 18 and 25. I know it says lost 1, but we started winning a lot of games. Now we're gonna have to go ahead and take him out. That's gonna kill us. That is really gonna kill us. So it looks like Isaiah Cannon's gonna be getting some minutes in here, huh? Or minutes? I'm not giving him that many minutes. Trust me. This is tough. He's definitely going to get a boost in minutes. Dorian, our guards are, that's for sure. This is not good for us, though, I tell you that. Alright, so it looks like we're about to be starting to lose some games here. Look at this. Look, we started winning some games here, you know. We beat the Thunder, we beat the Pacers up here, we beat the Bulls, we beat the Knicks, we beat the Magic, and we lost. But now we're not that far from the All-Star break, so there's a little break there. Let's keep simming. I'll probably sim until the All-Star break now. Lost 1. Maybe we're 12th in the conference, so let's see what happens. All right, we are here at the All-Star break. We did just get JJ Redick right around that Lakers game right there. We're 26 and 32. We're actually going to make the playoffs if it ended today, the season ended today. I want to actually see how close. It's got to be really tight for us, yeah. So we're in the 8th seed right now. The Spurs are actually doing pretty bad, 26 and 33. So we're all clustered right up in here, this area. So, dang, this is kind of reminds you of the Western Conference in real life. It was real bunched up from like the 4th seed to like the 10th seed. But the trade deadline came already. There was a lot of offers for Barnes, but I really want to keep Barnes here. We're not really doing too great. Let's just go ahead and look at the player stats also, you know, just to see what's going on. I don't see me making any other moves like releasing anybody or maybe signing people to an extension or something. But Redick has been very solid. We did just get him back. So that's great because when we got him, man, he came in here hot. We were doing good. Isaiah Cannon did actually a really solid job coming off the bench. You know, not bad, 42% from the field, 34% from 3. But the first year, it's a lesson. If we somehow magically win a championship, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be crazy, but there's no chance. Golden State, we're probably going to get first round swept by Golden State. But let's go ahead and get into the second half of the season. Let's see, where should we sim to? March 28th, around here, right, this Laker game? All right, I'll be right back. Well, this is incredible. I can't even sim games because this man keeps getting hurt. I don't know what I'm going to do with Redick. I don't know. Redick, Cannon, man, you're back. You're back in the starting lineup. It looks like Redick's pretty much almost done for the season. It's not looking good for him. But yeah, we're gonna keep simming pretty much, I guess, towards the end of the season, because this season's pretty much over. It is the contract extension deadline, so we do have some signings to make here. We have 4 guys right here. I'm not sure. I really don't want to get into talks with Dorian Finney-Smith until pretty much free agency. If we don't really like what we see, maybe to bring him back. But we're going to go ahead and start it off with a key player here in JJ Redick. Let's go ahead. You know, he's solid. He's 34. Let's go ahead and throw in a 2-year, a 1+1, a team option minimum. Let's see if he wants it. See, JJ Redick loves him some Dallas Mavericks. Even though in real life, you could probably get him a nice little 5 mil per year, probably something like that. Dwight Powell, I definitely would like to bring him back. I mean, if we can get him back for another 1 year, I don't see why we didn't do another plus. Let's see if he takes that. So we're getting some good deals right now, some really good deals. Salah, I don't really want to talk to him right now. I think there's some options. And this is pretty interesting to see 33 million pop up on my screen. I'm not sure if we're going to be giving DeAndre Jordan $33 million. So yeah, let's go ahead and get rest of the season pretty much. All right, so here's the season awards. We ended up finishing really bad. We were in the competition with the 8th seed for a while. We're jumping back from 12th to 9th, but we ended up like 35 and 47, somewhere around that range. But Stephen Curry won the MVP, which is interesting. Marvin Bagley won Rookie of the Year, putting up some really good numbers there, 16 and 9. Larry Nance Jr. actually won 6th Man of the Year, which would never happen. Giannis Antetokounmpo wins Defensive Player of the Year with 1.7 blocks and 2.2 steals per game. Chris Dunn wins Most Improved Player for you. That's pretty realistic. Mike D'Antoni wins Coach of the Year. So, first All-NBA team here. Let's see if we got it made in. I don't think anybody made it on a roster or any of these All-NBA teams. So, Westbrook, Giannis, LeBron, Karl Anthony Towns. That's interesting. Embiid's going to make the second All-NBA team. Kawhi with the Raptors. Actually interesting to see how they would do in a My GM or something like that. Mike Conley making All-NBA second team. That's interesting over Kyrie. Some other players. And Kyrie makes the third All-NBA team with Damian, Kristaps over there at the small forward / power forward. Anthony Davis and Marc Gasol. So Marc Gasol kind of revamped his career. All defensive team. Hassan Whiteside, of course. Very good defender. John Wall, Chris Paul, Giannis. All defensive second team, Patrick Beverley, Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis. Okay, DeAndre Jordan got second all defensive team. Okay, all rookie team. So, okay. We got Luka on the all rookie first team, so that's really cool. I like that. All rookie second team, which really doesn't matter, but we did get DeAndre Jordan and Luka up on some of the all NBA type things. But let's go ahead and sim what's going on. What's going on with this? How much you want to bet? I'm going to bet so much money that Golden State ends up freaking winning this in a 4-0 sweep of the... I'm going to go Sixers. Let's go ahead and simulate the playoffs. See what happens here. Rockets up 3-1. Okay, Rockets versus them. Yep. Golden State. Oh, did I predict it? Oh, I was wrong. What? The Milwaukee Bucks won the championship? Get out of here. And the Rockets did beat the Golden State Warriors. They had Chris Paul this time. But that's crazy, okay? So Giannis was playing 41 minutes per game, 30 points per game. Okay, Giannis, that boy. So that's interesting. Looks like the Bucks are going to go ahead and get themselves a championship. That's pretty cool. But that's pretty shocking to me just to even see Golden State not make it. Plus, Milwaukee's getting in there. I guess Giannis had to really backpack that one. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the next season. All right, guys, that's it for episode 1. We're going to have some free agents to look at to start episode 2. We did not end up making the playoffs, but we will this year. I just feel it. There's a lot of guys out here. We already know Cat's going to be restricted. A lot of these guys are going to be restricted, but you had DeMarcus Cousins out there, DeAndre Jordan, Kevin Durant, which would be a great get. You have a lot of solid players out there. With DeAndre Jordan wanting $30 million with $33 million, it's going to be interesting. We could possibly go after a guy like Horford or Marc Gasol, who had really good years in this My League. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Leave a like and subscribe. I am out.